Good evening, fellow degenerates. Mickey D here on Friday evening for Cold Beer Sports with a selection for tomorrow, a trixie, the Thursday night trixie for Friday, an each way selection for the big race Saturday, and the result of the king of the stable guessing competition. First, yesterday, two horses running. Last quarter, Yesbury was in Ballsbridge at the Puissance competitions where he jumped the first couple. Way too big. He won't be winning over hurls, I would think. We'll leave him aside and we'll put him in the notebook for when he goes novice chasing, because that's probably what he was bought for. And he's only a 4-year-old, so he's out walking the park. So we'll keep him on side for later. The other one, whatever money was lost by anybody, it's only a loan to the bookies. That'll be winning. It'll be winning more than once. Ran very well. Just a little inexperienced for a 3-year-old. It's only off 56, so that'll win a couple of races and put it up to 6 furlongs. So we'll keep that with us. So on to tomorrow. 5 o'clock Dundalk. There's a horse that interests me, is Acquiescence for John Joe Murphy, and Colin Keane is riding. It won in 2020. It won a maiden in Fairyhouse on the turf. Then it won a handicap of 79 in Dundalk over 7 furlongs. And it ran over the turf then, was during the summer. It hadn't run from September the 2nd until last week. Colin Keane was riding it and ran over 6 furlongs. Rated it and finished third. Running a week later, 7 furlongs, £7 lower than its winning mark of 79. It's off 72. I think they're going for the Christmas money, and I think we are after it as well. So it's 6 to 1. I think all the bookies are paying 4 places. I can't see anyone with the quarter the odds for 3 places, because I think it'll be in the first 3 for sure. Colin Keane riding it, I'd make it at £2 each way. Add 2 horses to that to do a €2 each way trixie with a €2 each way treble. That'll bring it to €20. That'll be a £2 bet. Add the 12.15 at Uttoxeter. That old Chesnut. It's Jeremy Scott. He had 2 winners today. I've seen it was third the last twice. It was third in Exeter. They're paying 5 places. It's a 6 to 1 shot. I'm putting in, 5 or 6 or 7 to 1 shots, so that hopefully we get the 3 of them placed. If we get the 3 of them winning, it'll be a great profit. Stick that one in, and then my mind is wandering this evening. The other one is Metal Man in the last race at 3:50 at Southwell. This is trained by Rebecca Menzies. Paul Morenin is riding. It used to be trained in Ireland by Gordon Elliott and then Denise Foster. And it won a hurdle race as well, a 3-mile hurdle race in Kilbeggan, I think it was. And it won a 2-mile race. It was 4th the last day in Wolverhampton. And Wolverhampton surface, the horses are running to a better degree than other tracks at the new surface in Southwell. So it's a 2-mile race, and it's a 7 to 1 shot, and the bookies paying her 4 places on that. So you have a 7 to 1, a 6 to 1, and a 6 to 1. And if we get them placed, it'll be great. So they're the 3 for the trixie. The each way selection for the big race on Saturday is Goshen, 10 to 1. There's 12 declared, I think it's 4-1 No Ordinary Joe, who is a great chance because the fast pace. If Goshen, I'd like to see Goshen going out in front, similar to what he did prior to when he was going well a couple of years ago. Because the last day he stood at the back of the pack and they settled him, and he came threatening on the turn for home and the furlong after it, and then he sort of blew up or died or didn't stay or whatever. So I'm hoping that they might send him out there in front. He won an Ascot before, and he was third in Ascot, so he likes the track, and it's good that he does. Horses that do. I know there's a few there, West Cork and the long road home, and No Ordinary Joe. I know they're probably maybe better handicapped because he's carrying top weight. But I think it's worth the risk at 10-1. Most bookies are paying the 4 places, so we should make it a profit if he's placed, if he doesn't win. So I'm just hoping that he's an each way selection. Anyway, the king of my stable is Accum. Have to be. I used to love the way American used to say, Accum. So that's why I was having the Radox bat, lying back listening to him and watching the videos. So the winner of the €25 free bet, or a pony as we used to call it years ago, a monkey was 500, a pony was 25 and a score was 20, is AC Irish, a great contributor to the channel since the last few months. And the €25 bet is for St. Stephen's Day. So get in contact with me when I put up my last video, whenever that, early next week, or maybe, I don't know what we're doing over the Christmas. So I'll put on the bet. You pick the horse. Maybe do it on the King George. That'd be a good way of doing it, because you'll be betting probably on the King George anyway. So that's it. Accum, I think they didn't run him in the Breeders' Cup. There was talk about it at the time, and they're running him. I think they're aiming for the Shima Classic in Dubai, Medan, in March. So you could have the king and the queen of the stable running against each other. Wouldn't that be something? We'd be hoping for a dead heat then, wouldn't we? Anyway, that's it for me for the week. I'll be back. I have one for Saturday and I have one for Sunday. So I'll be putting them up tomorrow night. And best of luck tomorrow. Some good racing on and some great racing on the weekend. That's me, Mickey D, for Cold Beer Sports. Over and out. Bash those bookies.